So crypto spring transitions to crypto summer, and that's usually happens after the halving. And after the halving, you see something that I know everybody's getting shit for right now is if you go back to 2020, after the halving, what happened? ETH Bitcoin bottomed.
Right.
And then it slowly based, and then it started outperforming, right? That's when the market takes on risk and goes out the risk curve. And that's when you start to see Bitcoin dominance coming down, all of that kind of stuff. That's what the summer is. It's also altcoin season. It's when we hit what I commonly refer to as the banana zone, when everything goes bananas, right? The bit of crypto magic. Now, this banana zone is interesting to me because we've got this new source of demand. This is the most reflexive market ever, because the more people join the network, the more the price goes up. The more it encourages people to join the network, the more the price goes up. And obviously that reflexivity works in reverse, which is why we get strong bear markets.
Real Vision CEO Raoul is ever bullish on Bitcoin and other crypto assets for this ongoing bull cycle. In his recent interview, the expert reveals his updated forecast for Bitcoin for this cycle, predicting a possible value of $200,000 or about 3x its all-time high. Powell refers to previous patterns, noting that after the halving in 2020, Bitcoin's price bottomed out and then began to slowly rise, outperforming other assets. According to him, we are currently in crypto summer, which is characterized by increased risk-taking in the market and the onset of altcoin season. This period, he suggests, is when we'll see massive gains from Bitcoin and other altcoins. We will now bring you clips of Raoul as he gives us his Bitcoin and crypto analyses for this cycle following the halving.
Ever feel like you're wasting your money on things that don't really matter? Stop. You don't have time. Don't miss out on this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself now. Don't spend $12.50 on junk. Educate yourself on how to be successful in crypto using our crypto cheat guide. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Visit the website now on the link in the description for your exclusive copy. Start your journey to crypto success today.
Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comment and observations in the comment section below. Thanks and enjoy the video.
So that's what crypto summer is all about. It's the FOMO, the madness, the insanity that crypto becomes. But it also drives adoption, drives money into the VC again. It flushes money through the system, allows people to build new product, which is the next cycle's gains and all of this stuff. So that's great. And then we go into fall, and this is where the complications lie. Crypto fall, which we historically 2025, they've generally finished at the end of the year. We don't really ever know exactly. I think this cycle's maybe started a bit earlier. I don't know. And falls can be the most tricky part. This summer is the easy bit. You just shut up and do nothing. And number go up. Fall is tricky. So if you go back to 2013, we had a 50% sell-off. People thought it was done because it had already gone up, I don't know, 20x or something stupid. It then corrected 50%. Everyone thought it was over. And then it moon rocketed in just a way you can't comprehend. Then you get to 2017. Same. 2017, everyone kind of thought it was over early summer. And then it did, I don't know, 10x from there. It was bananas, right? That is really hard to deal with because 2021 was a stunted cycle. We never got the accelerated final leg. We had the huge correction. It went up, poked its nose back up in the highs, collapsed. Everyone's got PTSD from that. The real money was made in those previous two bull markets in terms of percentage returns. Everyone now assumes it can only go up 3x from the all-time high. There is actually no evidence of that. Maybe something was weird in the last cycle because the other ones did a lot past the all-time highs. So how I think of it is a distribution curve. Middle is it kind of does what it's supposed to do until sometime mid-H2 2025, it tops out. Okay, that would be normal. That would be Bitcoin as a price target of, call it 200,000, something like that. 3x the all-time high kind of thing. That's, I would give a 60% probability. I think there's a 20% probability that people who are calling this a left translated cycle, i.e. we brought forward demand because of the ETF, it dries up. We're overperforming for this stage in the cycle. I think people saying that tend to be one cycle people because they only saw the last cycle, because others have outperformed earlier on. So anyway, okay, there's a 20% chance of that. Then there's a 20% chance that this turns into a full-blown bubble cycle, a 2013, 2017, because of this new dynamics. You throw in an ETH ETF as well. You throw in, the $65 billion of VC that went into the last cycle. Somebody comes up with some killer applications. Before you know it, there's 200 million people playing a game. There's, stuff like this going on. Okay, that could create something crazier. And I'm continually assessing these probabilities in my head. And because there's so many people who I've note have PTSD from the last cycle, the stunted top, it's less translated, they're going to take it away from us, starts to move my probabilities that you get a correction and then a spike. You can't predict that because everyone's going to hate you if you're wrong. Like I got hated at the top last time by thinking we were going to have that. Right. So it's also very difficult to manage. So it's complex, I would say, but we don't have to care this year, which is lovely.
Meanwhile, Rob Chan, CEO of Griffin Digital Mining, recently shared his thoughts on the possibility of Bitcoin reaching a price of $1 million per coin. With Bitcoin's powerful growth over the years, Chan asserts that a long-term perspective on the asset is necessary for investors to experience Bitcoin's great potential and true value. The CEO believes that reaching $1 million per BTC is highly possible within the next 4 to 5 years. As Bitcoin further gets integrated into mainstream technology, Chan believes that its value could continue to rise to much greater levels. With that, let's return to Raoul as he shares more insights as we go through this bull cycle.
Basically, the world is underweight this asset because it's still a new asset and it's an adoption curve. So over time, more and more people join the network as investors or users. So I think we can see a second wave of panic into the Bitcoin ETF from people. I was speaking to a good friend of mine who's a kind of very well-known hedge fund manager or ex-hedge fund manager and one of the billionaire crowd. And he's like, Raoul, when do you think Bitcoin hits 100,000? I said, probably the summer. With the kind of demand and the ETF, it kind of feels like sometime in the summer. He's like, so much wealth is getting made in crypto. It's making the billionaire class nervous. I said, what are you talking about? Listen, cycles are a function of the space. Everybody is so scarred. If you're in this for the long run, accept them. Don't even care about them. I didn't do a damn thing over the last down cycle because I've been through one before. So I skipped one. I've done 2 out of the 3. So I've earned my stripes. But I did what I didn't do the first one. I did properly this time, which was I bought as much as I could, given whatever cash flow I could get in the depths of the bear market. I did exactly that, and it compounded my returns. So before anywhere near the markets were through all-time highs, I was through all-time highs. I did the right thing. And people think they can be clever and cute. They think, I'm going to time this thing. We've already talked about how difficult crypto fall is. Do you have a spike? Does it finish early? You don't know. The easier game is to say, I don't care. I'm just going to continue buying it. But then there's another thing is like, some people, they're particularly in the first cycle or even the second cycle, it starts to really matter. Like, I can do with this cash. I want to buy a house. I want to do that. If you're lucky enough, you could sell half your portfolio, completely secure lifestyle gains in whatever that means to you. And then you just run the rest and enjoy the bear market for the ridiculousness that it is. All of the drama, who's going to go bust, whose leverage got caught out, all of that. Just go with it. It doesn't matter. As long as you're self-custodying your tokens, none of it touches you. You just kind of laugh at it and then try and add to it. So you take some off the table if you want. I didn't purposely because I did not want to take anything off the table. I wanted to just keep adding to it. Because here's a different thing. So let's say you've put $1,000 in, it goes up to $10,000. You're feeling amazing. and you time the top. You time the top, you take it out, your $1,000 means a lot to you, and the market's now down 75%. You will not put in $1,000. You just won't do it. Everybody psychologically thinks, well, I just take out the top and buy it back down. You won't. You'll put in $100. And then before you know it, you're chasing it all the way up, and you've just fucked the whole thing up to start with. You just don't need the stress. So take some chips off the table, and just run the rest, and then add when you can. This is all driven by the liquidity cycle. It's actually a macro cycle driven by the refinancing of government debts, because everybody reset interest rates to 0 in 2008. They set their government debts all at 3 to 5 years, gives us a 4-year cycle. That was the exact point, the launch of Bitcoin. It's also the US presidential election cycle. It's all the same thing. And election cycles, they give out candy to the kids, which is their way of stimulating. So it's all part of this stimulus cycle and debt refi cycle. So I don't think that changes because the debt issue is still too big. Okay, so what is the nuance of the cycle? Normally, we've only got 3 data points, but the crypto spring, which is the first year after the bear market, this has been a strong one. You know, Bitcoin was up 150% or whatever. So that's pretty strong because we brought an extra source of demand in, as you allude to with the ETF. But that actually came later, but it was front running by hedge funds and participants.
Do you agree with Raoul Pal's bullish outlook on crypto? And do you have your own price target for Bitcoin for this cycle? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in today's video, consider giving us a like, subscribing to the channel, and turning on post notifications to stay updated as we post videos on the latest crypto news. Your support encourages us to keep delivering insightful content to help everyone in their crypto journeys. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you in our next one. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.